Hey vinyl community, it's Michael. Welcome back to Near Wild Heaven. Today's video is going to be vinyl finds from late June and early July. So it's pretty hot today. So if you're out there somewhere in the heat, I hope you got a place to go where it's nice and cool. Um, so yeah, I hope everybody's enjoying your summer and hope you all had a happy 4th of July. And let's just get into it here. Alright, first up, this is Funkadelic, One Nation Under a Groove. This was their first album for Warner Brothers. This is from 1978. Really good. I only played this once, so I haven't gotten a chance to really get into it, but what I've heard of it I really like. The title song, One Nation Under a Groove, is really good. Into You, Charlie, Funk Getting Ready to Roll, Lunch Metaphobia, and also it came with this 7-inch, and on one side it has a live version of Maggot Brain along with a chant, Think It Ain't Illegal Yet, and then the other side is Lunch Metaphobia live and PE Squad Doo-Doo Chasers. So yeah, really good stuff from Funkadelic. I love Funkadelic. I got all their early albums on Westbound. They're really good. So this was their first album for Warner Brothers, and it's really good. If you like Funkadelic, you probably like this one too. One Nation Under a Groove. Really good stuff. Up next, this is the Rotary Connection. This is their third album, I believe. It's called Aladdin. This is in one of those Unipack sleeves. Yeah, but really good stuff from Rotary Connection. I don't know who the band is on this. I know the people in Rotary Connection, they're vocalists, and they have a backup band, but they never say who the band is. And I'm wondering if they're somebody like more well known. But at any rate, this is a really good album. Sometimes a little bit mellow, but really good guitar. There's some psych guitar on here that's really good. I can't even see where. Okay, the song titles. Took a Ride, Teach Me How to Fly, title song Aladdin, Magical World, I Must Be There, I Feel Sorry, and Paper Castle. But I don't know what more to say about it. It's a really good album. If you like pop rock with a touch of psych in it, this is pretty good. I don't know, I got a few other albums by them. I really like this band. Really good stuff from Rotary Connection. Name of the album is Aladdin. Up next, this is Otis Redding. Otis Blue. Otis sings the blues, or sings soul. Really good stuff from Otis Redding. Great songs on here. His version of Respect, which is the song that he wrote that song. I never knew that until I saw this album. But there's Old Man Trouble, Change Gonna Come, Down in the Valley, I've Been Loving You Too Long, which is really good. Shake, My Girl, Wonderful World is really good. Rock Me Baby. He does a version of the Rolling Stones' Satisfaction. And it's funny because when Keith Richards wrote the guitar riff for Satisfaction, he said he envisioned it done by horns, and Otis Redding did it with horns, and that this is the way Keith Richards said this is the way it should have been done, the way Otis Redding did it. But it's really good album from Otis Redding. If you like R&B and soul, it's a great album to pick up. Otis Redding, Otis Blue. Up next, this is The Creation. How Does It Feel to Feel? This is a comp. This came out in 2017. The Creation, if you don't know, were a British pop band, similar in style to The Who or The Move, British bands like that, but really good stuff. They never really released an album during their lifetime. They just released like a series of singles, and they had a lot of personnel changes throughout their career. And one of the members in the later part of the band was Ron Wood. So, yeah, really good stuff here from The Creation. Songs like How Does It Feel to Feel, Sylvette, Life Is Just Beginning, How Does It Feel to Feel, the U.S. version, Ostrich Man, Sweet Helen, Boney Maroney, Mercy, 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 For All That I Am. Really good stuff. British psych pop from The Creation. How Does It Feel to Feel? Really good stuff. Up next, this is Devo, Hardcore Devo, Volume 1. This is really good. This originally came out in, I'm not even sure, probably sometime in 2010s when this first came out. But yeah, really good stuff. It's 4-track recordings made in Akron, Ohio between April 1974 and December 77. But it's got all kinds of their earlier stuff like Mechanical Man, Auto Mowdown, Space Girl Blues, Social Fools, I Can't Get No Satisfaction, Jocko Homo, Mongoloid. All the early stuff is here. This is the first volume. There's a second volume of this too that I'd like to get. But I love Devo. Saw them live a few times early on. Really good. This is really good stuff from Devo. Hardcore Devo. Up next, this is 13th Floor Elevators, Demos Everywhere. This is a bootleg, obviously. One side is demos for the psychedelic sounds, and the second side is live in New Orleans in 1966. Really good stuff, though. Most of the first side is songs that appeared on the first album, Don't Fall Down, Monkey Island, Roller Coaster, Through the Rhythm, and You Don't Know. And the second side, which is live in New Orleans, is The Word, the Beatles song, another Beatles song, I'm Down, Gloria, the Them version, Monkey Island, and Roller Coaster. Really good stuff, really good sounding bootleg from 13th Floor Elevators, Demos Everywhere. And also from 13th Floor Elevators, this is 13th Floor Elevators Live. This is a reissue on an Italian label called Get Back. This is from 2001. I don't know if anybody out there knows the story about this. This isn't actually a live album. It's like studio recordings or rehearsals or something that the band had did. And when they were all like getting incarcerated and all the trouble that they were having, international artists wanted an album out, so they took the stuff they had in the studio that was in the can, put it together, and they added like live crowd noises to make it sound like a live album. So it's not really a live album, but it's not bad. It sounds good. The music itself sounds pretty good. Um, there's songs on here that uh, I don't think were on any of their albums, like Before You Accuse Me and You Gotta Take That Girl. Uh, and I'm Gonna Love You Too, which is a Buddy Holly song. But yeah, really good. Fake Live from the 13th floor elevators. Really good stuff. Up next, this is the Boomtown Rats, their first album, self-titled. It's pretty good stuff. This came out originally in, I think, 1979, or maybe 1978. No, it says 77. Okay. Came out in 1977. They were, I think, Irish. They're an Irish punk band, but not bad. I was never a really big fan of the Boomtown Rats. I mean, I did like some of their songs, and I saw this and it was kind of cheap, so I picked it up. I do like some of this. I like Looking After Number One, Neon Heart, Joey's on the Streets Again, Mary of the Fourth Form is really good. I'll probably get into it even more as I listen to it more, but really good. Boomtown Rats' first album from 1977. Up next, this is Def Leppard, High and Dry. This is, I think, their second album. I'm not sure, but good stuff. Really popular in the 80s as 80s hair metal. I don't know if you'd call it hair metal, but just, hard rock. But this stuff got really popular in the early 80s because of MTV. And at the time, I wasn't really into this kind of stuff. I was more into the college rock, left of the dial type stuff, like REM and The Cure and Susie and the Banshees and all that stuff. So I kind of ignored this when it was coming out. I mean, I heard all the songs. They were so popular. They were on the radio constantly. They were on MTV all the time. So you couldn't really miss it. But I never bothered to pick up any of their albums. But I saw this and I thought, yeah, it was like $15. So I thought, all right, I'll take this one. And I do like this. It's pretty good. I've been getting into metal in the last year or so, more so than I have in the last few years. But yeah, this is I like this album a lot. Def Leppard, High and Dry, and also I picked up the other one, Pyromania. This is another one that was pretty cheap. This one I don't like as much as the other one, Pyromania, or I'm sorry, High and Dry. I think that one's a better album. This one's got some good stuff on it too, though. I know these two albums were like huge sellers for them. But like I said, I never really got into them until just recently. But yeah, Def Leppard, Pyromania, good stuff from the 80s. And I got a few more here. Up next, this is the Seeds' first album. I've been looking for this for quite a while. Every original that I found has been just completely trashed and not worth buying. This is a reissue. I got this sealed. I had to order it online, but it was sealed and it sounds great. I'm not sure what year this reissue came out, but originally this is an album from 1966. A lot of people know about this album. It's really good, great garage rock with their fantastic songs like Can't Seem to Make You Mine, No Escape, Lose Your Mind, Evil Hoodoo, Girl I Want You, the classic Pushin' Too Hard, all of it, just great stuff. Really good garage rock from the 60s. Sky Saxon and the Seeds. So there you go. And up next, some punk. This is the Circle Jerks. Wonderful. It's another band that I didn't really get into when all this stuff was first coming out. But I've discovered them recently. I knew they were on the soundtrack of Repo Man. That's where I first heard about them. But yeah, it's a really good album by them. Wonderful, the title song. Fireball, Making the Bombs, Mrs. Jones, Dude, American Heavy Metal Weekend, Killing for Jesus, Rock House, and Another Broken Heart for Snake. But really good stuff. If you watched the movie Repo Man, this guy is Kevin, the guy that's always singing. He sings a 7-Up theme song in the beginning, and really good, really funny, but great stuff from the Circle Jerks album called Wonderful. Up next, this is Richard Lloyd, Alchemy. I'm not sure if this is his first solo album or not. This came out in 1979, so yeah, it probably is, because Television, their last album was released in 1978. So I'd say this is probably his first solo. But really good stuff if you like Television, if you like Richard Lloyd's guitar work when he was in Television. It's pretty much what this is too. I mean, it doesn't sound like Television too much, but it's got an 80s rock sound to it. A little bit alternative, but kind of like a polished sound to it, but not too bad. I've listened to this once so far. I need to listen to it a little more to really get into it. But yeah, really good stuff from Richard Lloyd. First solo album, Alchemy. And last album here, this is the Cramps, the Ohio Demos from 1979. This is really good. This is made up of six EPs that were released during the 70s and early 80s. They put them all together on one album and came up with this, but it's really good. The songs Twist and Shout, All Tore Up, Mystery Plane, TV Set, Rockin' Bones, What's Behind the Mask, Uranium Rock, Under the Wires, Teenage Werewolf, Sunglasses After Dark, Jungle Hop, and Mad Daddy. And it says Studio Outtakes, Akron, Ohio, summer 1979. Really good stuff. If you like the Cramps, you'll probably like this. It's a good collection of demos that they did early on in their career. But really good stuff from the Cramps. Wild, psychotic teen sounds. So there you go for that. That's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks to everybody who tuned in to my last videos. If you want to subscribe, please do so. It'll help me out a lot. And I guess that's it for this week. So take care, BC, and see you later.